What's up, everyone? It's girl Siquoyia Blue. And I know Halloween was yesterday, so I hope everybody had a happy Halloween if you celebrated. I did want to do a show yesterday, but I did not get to do the show yesterday. It was basically it's like a story about a young lady in Los Angeles and how her death is, let's just say, mysterious and baffling. So I actually want to dive into that story. It's just a quick little summary about what happened to her. And I thought that this would be interesting in the spirit of Halloween, but it is the day after Halloween. Happy November 1st, everybody. I'm glad we made it. It's been tough out here in these streets. But I wanted to talk about this story. And the thing is, my podcast is about stories, challenging your perspective and whatnot. So this story is important regardless of if it's for Halloween or not, but it's just having to be scary. Let me know if you want to hear some more scary stories, because I definitely don't mind talking about them. Okay, so let's start. So basically, one of the eeriest unsolved cases of the 21st century, the strange and tragic death of Elisa Lam at Los Angeles' infamous Cecil Hotel. Now, it's funny because I used to live in Los Angeles and I remember the Cecil Hotel. I believe I went there. I'm not sure. It's been so long since I've been in LA, but the Cecil Hotel looks kind of scary. I don't know why anybody want to stay in there to this day. This story has baffled investigators, hunted the internet, and left a permanent mark on those who've dared to look closer. Now let's set the stage. In January 2013 in downtown LA, a place pulsing with life by day but shrouded in shadows by night, and there looming 19 stories high is the Cecil Hotel. Built in the 1920s, the Cecil has a dark history, to say the least. Over the decades, it's been the site of suicides, murders, and even temporary home of serial killers like Richard Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker. To some, this building is more than a hotel. It's a beacon for darkness. Now, I don't know why they won't close it down, but Enter Elisa Lam, a bright 21-year-old student from Vancouver, Canada. She had decided to take a trip to California, a solo trip. Like many travelers on a budget, Elisa booked a stay at the Cecil Hotel. At first, it seemed like just another adventure, new city, new experiences. But then, on January 31st, 2013, she vanished. Elisa's family grew worried when she didn't contact them, as she usually does. She usually contacts them. They reported her missing, and soon the LAPD launched a search. The hotel staff had no idea where she could be, and despite their efforts, it was as though Elisa had disappeared without a trace. But then, a disturbing clue surfaced, the last known footage of Elisa. I said it wrong, but Elisa. In this footage, captured by a security camera in the hotel's elevator, Elisa behaving strangely. She steps into the elevator and presses several buttons, but the door don't close. She peeks out into the hallway as though someone is following her. She steps in and out, hides in the corner, and makes gestures. Almost like she's talking to someone or something that isn't there. And then she vanishes from view. It's unsettling to say the least. Like, where did she go? Like, what the heck? This sounds like some Blumhouse stuff up in here, which shout out to Blumhouse. I really like your movies, but the discovery raised more questions than answers. How did she end up there? The roof access was locked and alarmed. The water tank itself was difficult to reach and the lid was heavy. Investigators ruled her death as an accidental drowning, but the details just didn't quite add up. No, I don't know. That just don't add up to me neither. I don't know. Then came the theories. Some believe it was simply a tragic accident. Perhaps Elisa, who was known to struggle with bipolar disorder, was disoriented and somehow found her way to the roof. Others think something or someone led her to her death. The unsettling behavior in the elevator suggests that Elisa felt threatened. But by what? Or by whom? There's even a supernatural angle. Could it be that spirits of the Cecil Hotel claimed her? After all, this hotel has been seen more than its share of tragedy. So it is possible that the hotel could have just had some spirits in there. I do believe in spirits. If, people that's been rocking my podcast for a long time knows that I believe that there's spirits out there, and sometimes they talk to certain people, but there's always I believe there's spirits around us all the time that we just can't see or don't talk to. And then there are conspiracy theories. Some internet sleuths believes there was there was a cover-up suggesting that her unusual behavior, the missing evidence, and the closed tank lid don't align with an accidental death. But without concrete answers, we're left with only theories, and that haunting footage of Elisa in the elevator. In the end, the tragic mystery of Elisa Lam's death remains unsolved, her memory lingering in the hallways of the Cecil. A building steeped in sorrow and secrets. As much as we dig into the details, is one of those mysteries that maybe better left in the shadows. So I would say check out this story. I mean, I think this is an interesting story. There's so many, eerie stories out there. I used to watch Unsolved Mysteries growing up, and I used to always see all these strange stories that's just unsolved. You're like, well, what the heck? So it's interesting out here, different stories and stuff. I wouldn't mind telling more stories and bringing awareness to these stories and making people think and, but definitely look up her stories. Mm-hmm. You can just Google her name, her information's online and stuff like that. Just Google Elisa Lam, Cecil Hotel, and you'll see stories about this whole situation. So, like I said again, I hope everybody had a happy Halloween, and I hope this story gave you chills and maybe a few lingering questions. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and subscribe and share, because that helps me grow and it'll help everybody grow that come on the show. So thanks everybody for rocking with me.